You know what that sound is?
Me waking up a little late.
It's the sound of that. Look at that hair. Bedhead! Oh, sorry.
That's so mean. Look at
Katie found a hidden Mickey.
A hidden Mickey in our sink.
It literally was like that. You just adjusted it, but it was like that.
Yeah.
And it's even color correct. It's almost the same color.
I know, I gotta do dishes. Well, these are all clean and need to go in the dishwasher, but you need to unload the dishwasher.
I haven't even had coffee yet.
Too bad.
Me. I haven't even had coffee yet and you like do this to me.
Too bad.
Or you were just trying to get me my coffee cup. Thank you.
Yes, no.
I choose
Smoke Tree Ranch.
Well, I was gonna, but it's not big enough. I'm not gonna use the smoke tree, but I just wanted to show it to you. Thanks, Keith, for bringing us to this awesome place. But I think I need bigger guns. It's a serious problem this morning. This will be the choice for today. Ooh, low tide. Yes. Hey, what do you think about going for a walk down there?
I'm down for that. Shop Disney is having
Oh no.
Free shipping, and they released a bunch of new mugs.
Alright, I put a shirt on. Accomplishments, see? I mean, I made toast. I've had coffee. What else do you need for the day? I'm good to go. Like, I'm ready.
Oh. That seagull's bigger than me.
Ah, yes. Thankful for these low tides right now. Because there are times that this beach is super high tide and a lot of this sand sometimes will get taken away and there's rocks under here. And it's just a boulder zone. So we're really, really grateful to have this access right now. Because like I said, even at this tide, there's been full rocks on the beach where you couldn't really walk on the sand. You'd have to like do kind of a rock walk, as I call it, or, you know, it's a balancing act basically. Still warm. The wind is kept away today. Stay away, wind, stay away.
Seriously.
Harness the heat, push away the wind. Harness, push.
Well, it's kind of nice to, you know, this is like the new normal, is just walking on the beach and getting your steps in and walking as much as you possibly can, you know?
Yep, that's all you can do. All you can do. Ooh, look at that wave. Found this perfect rock to lean against. It's got the perfect, like, angle. I think he's being shaded.
Umbrella thing.
And we didn't think, well, we also didn't think we'd be chilling, and it's so nice up here we'd post it up.
For a little bit.
Alright, we're gonna start heading back, and where we were hanging out is right by my friend Paul's house, and Paul is a former Imagineer. He helped design Animal Kingdom, good friends with Joe Rohde. I mean, this dude he's legit. He landscaped Animal Kingdom, you guys, Tree of Life, all that stuff, come on. And he's our neighbor, and we love him, he's so great, him and his wife. But anyways, he just said, hey, come on up, I got something for you. And I'm like, all right, so I run up to his stairs, and he brought out this. Oh my gosh, can't wait to tell Katie. This is from the opening night party of Animal Kingdom, you guys. He's had this that long, and he just gifted it to us because we're such Disney freaks and nerds, and we always geek out over him. Wow, Paul, too much. I'm literally beside myself right now. Like, I'm so nervous walking back on the beach with this, like, if I drop this or something, like, this is, I can't even believe this. Paul Comstock, I mean, this dude has the fort on Tom Sawyer's Island in Paris named after him. Fort Comstock, I mean, come on. Okay, so Katie doesn't know you guys. We're gonna surprise her. Watch this. You're gonna get a double reaction because you already got my reaction, but okay, watch this. I just saw Paul.
You did?
Yeah. He's chilling. He said, hey, come on up here. I got something for you. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I walk up there, walk up the steps. Oh, give me a minute. It's gonna take a minute. So I'm waiting up there. He comes out
be in a Disney.
He comes out with this.
No way!
Do you know what that is?
What? Is this from like opening of Animal Kingdom?
This is the opening night party that the Imagineers had, that Disney Company had for Animal Kingdom. That's the bottle he was gifted on that night. And he said, I was so blown away. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? I have full body chicken skin. I did. And he said, but you guys are such great neighbors and you guys are so down with Disney. I was like, oh my gosh.
That is so cool. How precious is that?
Is that amazing?
Oh my goodness. It's like it even has like glitter in it.
Like, we probably wouldn't drink it. That's a trophy right there.
That's a trophy. That's
and then
a collectible.
And then I'm like, I gotta be so careful carrying it back.
Yeah.
So here, give it to me.
Good luck.
Miss Klutz.
Dude,
okay.
That's amazing.
Is that insane?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's so nice of him.
He is like, he's a great neighbor and an amazing former Imagineer.
Dude.
Because I knew that he had done some work with Disney, but I never really, we didn't get into, well, we didn't get into our jobs and stuff really. We just would see each other on the beach, and then we finally,
we saw him on the Imagineering special.
Yeah, that's what it did. That's what did it, and I freaked out.
Hey, by the way.
Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect dog harmony. Side by side on the beach, they cruise the sand together. Well, now Magic is self-conscious about the song. He's like, no, no. Okay, back up from the beach. Katie's making lunch. Where's, oh, there's Katie. Making lunch.
It's a mess in here.
It's a mess, yeah, don't like, well, we have time to clean. Anyways, I'm gonna go out on the deck and rearrange it and make, because it's kind of a mobile situation how we do the deck. We move things around all the time. So I'm gonna fix it so we can have lunch out there.
Pizza's a quarantine staple for us.
Pizza's just a staple in general.
That's true. But we've been eating a lot of pizza.
It's a basic food group in my world.
It's true.
It's the It has arrived.
Yay.
Oh, look at this bounty.
Bountiful harvest.
Plentiful bounty. You can sit wherever you would like. Your choice. This is the view chair here, or if you want.
I want to sit on the side.
Well then, your throne is over there. Pizza's really good.
Yeah. I use a like garlic herb seasoning on it too.
Nice and thin crust too. Is that mango? Mango tango? Alright, the sun is setting, and all the way across the bay there you can see on Palos Verdes Point, those are all reflections of the sunset in people's windows, and it always looks like spot fires over there. It's really cool.
Okay, I am about to make dinner. Tonight I am going to make meatloaf. The reason I am showing you this box of stovetop is because this is one of the things I use to make the meatloaf the way I do it. So there are so many ways to make meatloaf, but I have been making it this way for quite some time. It's just the way I prefer it. Spencer really likes it too. Actually, most people that try this really like it. I just think it's really easy, and I'm not really a big, I mean, I guess I'll eat it, but I'm not the biggest fan of the meatloaf that's kind of like Italian style. Like, I'll eat it, but I prefer it to be like a little bit more, I don't know, like savory and basic, and I don't know. So I'm gonna show you what I do to make this meatloaf. I found this recipe several years ago, and you know, I've tweaked it here and there. You know, you can vary it however you like, but this is just what I do. See if you like it. If you don't, I don't know, I was guessing. So back to the stovetop. What I do is I just empty the package into a bowl, and you just pour a cup of hot water onto it and kind of let it like cool down, and then fluff it up, and we're gonna mix it with the meat. Look at Spencer doing dishes. Thank you.
Oh, well, yeah, it's team effort, you know.
True. Okay, so by the way, I wanted to point out, I already put the hot water in there. I used a little over a cup, and you just want it to get all squishy. Obviously, again, wait till it comes down to room temperature. And you can use whatever stuffing you want. I remember the original recipe, I think it said something about herb stuffing. I just used chicken because that's what I found. And then we're using 2 pounds of ground beef. I think I have one really lean one, and then one like that was 85. I'm really just using what I have. And then you want to use a pack of the onion soup mix. I think there's one that's like onion mushroom. You could probably use that too. They were out of the name brand one, so I just grabbed the one they had at Albertsons. And you're basically going to mix that in there as well, and put in 2 eggs, and then just mix it together with your hands. I hate to say that, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You could cook it at 350. I usually do 375. Usually it takes about an hour. Use a meat thermometer to check to make sure it's you know, cooked in the middle. I think it's what, 165? I don't remember off the top of my head. Sometimes I have to look. It is 165. You sounded confident. Are you? Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure it's 165. I'm so tired. The other thing that I like to do is I like to put a can. I'll show you before it's done. I'll show you before it's done. Just forget it. Wait, what did I do?
You literally asked me. I was over there.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, do we have grease?
Because I was getting the soup.
Right, but I took that as
like cooking
Crisco,
grease,
and I was
or
like, I don't think so, but isn't that your department? Like,
yeah,
that's your world. Of like, I mean, I'm not like being chauvinistic.
But I want to.
It's just that Katie is the cook of the
No,
house,
I am.
She's in charge.
That's my
her world.
sector.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to really mess with it too much. So.
No.
When I say her world, that's what I mean. But I honestly thought like,
but wait,
Crisco, and then
I do actually need
to follow
some.
it up, which was even weirder, which it tipped me off eventually. Though, was when you said, you said, oh, I could really use some of that tonight, and I was like, why is that a craving? Like, I get it earlier you wanted ice cream, totally get it. But why would you crave Crisco, and what are you gonna do with it? Like. What? No,
but I really could use watching some grease.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was.
Were you intrigued?
Yeah, like.
What could you want with that?
What kind of application for the Crisco? Are we frying something? Are we?
What are we doing with it?
Vicky,
we're gonna slip and slide.
Vicky, care to weigh in? She doesn't care.
Can you find that movie though and put it on? I like to hear that whilst I cook our dinner. Whilst I cook dinner. I'm gonna show them the rest of the ingredients now. Oh my gosh. Oops. Spilled some here. Okay. So this is now finally cooled off. I got 2 eggs. I mixed the packet of the soup and, well, I poured it on. Then I will mix. But this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I actually put over. I don't even use the whole can. But after I like shape it before I stick it in the oven, I put this golden mushroom. Oh my gosh. So great when the oven stops preheating. That fan is so loud.
It's like one of those full-size generators you see out on the freeway when they are powering like all the lights to do a job
like,
on the freeway. And there's a thing with 2 wheels on it, like Ingersoll Rand. if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Like, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It sounded funny.
It's a freaking electric oven, but it's like...
The whole time I'm talking. But yeah, so my point is, and then I save the other half and I mix it with whatever gravy, and you just kind of have that for the gravy. So, if I ever can make mashed potatoes, I do, but I couldn't find potatoes. So luckily I have some Trader Joe's like frozen fresh potatoes. So we'll have that with the meatloaf and then some vegetables. So wash your hand, obviously, and wait till this is as cool as possible. Obviously, you know. But this is the thing that's really gross about meatloaf, but it's the best way to get it mixed in there, especially because it's stuffing and there's a lot of it. You just want to make sure...
Yes,
okay,
we hear
Mr.
you.
Evan, we got you. You just want to make sure it's mixed really, really well with the egg and everything, and this is just really gross. Aside from pasta, you know, the pasta I make and a couple other things, this is one of Spencer's like favorite
This is true.
things. I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm making meatloaf. And he's like, oh yes. There really is a difference between, you know, the Italian kind, like where you put breadcrumbs in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's just not my favorite. Once I found this recipe, this is the only way I prefer my meatloaf now. Like, every time I'm just like, the Italian-y kind with the tomato sauce or the ketchup on it.
Should we call this the best loaf and beyond then?
The best. Were you excited to be able to use that? I just want to kind of show you like what it looks like when it's all mixed in together, because I think, you know, when I was pretty skeptical when I first thought about it, because I was like, oh, those chunks of you know, the stuffing are going to be way too, you know, too much. But you can see it makes like the perfect meatloaf, like marbled in there. And the seasonings are great. Like I said, any box is good. Like pork is my favorite if they have that for the stuffing. But herb seasoned stuffing is great too. This is the best. You just use the whole box. And that's it. Now I do it this way. Some people use a loaf pan, but this has just been my method. I feel like
this is the invisible life pan.
Well, I just like shaping it myself, and I don't know, I've always done it this way. I don't know, I feel like I get a better cook, you know, I don't know. So I can kind of, I also do like 2 pounds, and I think sometimes those loaf pans don't really
shape
hold
it like
that much.
Pinky's body.
It is kind of like her body.
Pinky's little burrito body.
It is kind of, actually. And now we're going to get that soup.
A large brick to be laid in the driveway and then be trod upon.
I could have pushed this over a little bit. The other thing is too, I cook it uncovered first. I'm sorry, I cook it covered first, and then I take it off towards the end and let it kind of just cook without. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how I put the soup on. Again, I don't use the whole thing. Oh, the other thing I do want to point out is that you could also put chopped up sauteed mushrooms in here, and that's really good. I'm just out of mushrooms, or I would have done that today. But that, oh, so good. You could put more or less, but I think this is just plenty. We'll do this about like 40-45 minutes at first, and then I'll check it in a little while. Okay, so I got some kale and spinach, put a little bit of salt, pepper, and some garlic herb seasoning, and I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of lemon. This is the mashed potatoes that you can get from Trader Joe's. Instead of water, I just added milk and some butter. I added a little bit of the rest of the golden mushroom soup to just a can of beef gravy. And here is our meatloaf. It took about an hour and a half. Took a while.
Look at that.
Yeah, because 2 pounds does take longer, so I highly recommend $3.75. Okay, because I just like this, I get a pan really, really hot, and I just like to sear a piece of the meatloaf before I serve it. I don't know why, it just gets all crispy Oh, it's so good. So also, if you're making a meatloaf sandwich, I highly recommend doing that. Yeah, just for a second on each side. And like I said, it just gets all like crispy and delicious. Oh, so.
Oh yeah, this is what's up right now. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay guys, we ate way too much. We're in a little bit of a food coma.
Oh, that was so good though.
I'm hurting.
I'm in a loaf coma.
Well, I went and like downed 2 cookies.
I didn't even do that.
And then I ate some gummies.
Best loaf and beyond.
Yeah, best loaf and beyond. I ate way too much.
Meat life and beyond.
Y'all, it was a mistake.
Oh.
If you like this video though, let us know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel.
Yeah, you can oh god. Oh my gosh. Stop. Make sure to hit the notification bell. It's important, Katie.
What? Now
Oh
you made me forget. If you want to become a Patreon member, I'll link all that information in the description box right there below.
She will, I promise. And we'll see you next time, guys. Hang in there. And we'll see you tomorrow on the Best Life and Beyond.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
I realized we forgot to record a check-in day cheese ball.
What?
A check-in day cheese ball.
Oh, a check-in day cheese. Oh.
We've actually come down quite a bit. We sat and watched TV at some point and ate several handfuls. We're finally making a dent. I'd say we're almost half. Okay, maybe not. I was just about to say we're halfway.
I was about to say, how dare you?
We're not. It could look halfway, but we're definitely not halfway yet. So there is your cheese ball check-in.